What's happening, guys? Gabe Cuello here, bringing you a new reflections video on success being a form of energy. So before I jump right into the topic, I figured I'd just share with you personal experience. As I'm doing my conditioning work at the gym, I'm working out, usually get the greatest ideas, or sometimes, just walking, got a fresh head. All these cool ideas just pop up, like I had to write this down. So anyway, my journey has been a little interesting for myself. I take time to reflect, and I come to realize, like, wow, I for the most part, 50% more of my ambitions have not led me to anywhere that I wanted to be. If anything, it led me close to it, but not to what I wanted, not to anywhere I wanted to be. However, it's not that I'm saying it's a bad thing, or I'm complaining, or I kind of regret life or anything like that. It's more of like coming to realization, like, I guess I was in pursuit of these goals or tasks to come closer to what I was really meant to be, or at least meant to do. And it just made me realize, like, crap, success isn't so much of just a mark for, permanent mark to say, yeah, that's it. This is your establishment. This is who you are for the rest of your life. This is very misleading. And I say it's a form of energy because energy is constantly evolving. It's something that kind of requires a give and take. You give energy in, you kind of give energy out to create that balance. So now bring it back to the topic of the title, right? ATP is a form of energy from food and is broken down into the body to be utilized as energy. And this is something that's found in everything. Any living organism has the utilization of ATP. And what's interesting about this is that it has to be broken down. So let's say carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are broken down nutrients into the body through its digestion process to be produced as energy, or ATP. How it works, how it functions, we'll talk about in another video, because that's actually really cool. And really makes a big difference with how you're training. So anyway, what's really cool about the fact that you're breaking down original form of food, like a piece of bread gets broken down, digested in your body to then be formed into ATP, so that way you can use it for energy. And then once that's out, you're kind of like, okay, I need more fuel to produce more energy. Believe it or not, success is actually very similar. If anything, it's probably the same thing. Because in order for you to be successful and to go after something that you truly desire and to accomplish and then claim that you're successful, you have to break down the old self. You have to go through a process, which could be rigorous and, going through hardships, if anything, challenges, to become this new person, this new form of energy, a new person, a way of being, if anything, with your success. So very similar to the process of ATP is how a person can become successful, by breaking down its original self and pursuing everything in its whole being, pursuing its dreams and its goals. The thing is, the reason why I'm bringing this up also is that the fact that it's so common for us to only see the end goal in everyone else's, the outcome. We're so quick to say, oh, I want to be like this person, or I want that, whatever they have, whatever it is that they have to have success, right? Or to be successful. But the problem with that mindset and that pursuit is very misleading and can really be a huge setback. And I say that because you're forgetting the one important thing. You want energy, but you're not consuming energy. So I guess my point is, and just sharing that with you, is that in order for you to go out there and want to be successful, you have to embrace the difficult. You have to embrace the suck, as some of us, military guys say. But you really do. You have to be okay with the good and not let it get to your head. And you have to be okay with the bad and not let that get to your head. Pursue your dream. Pursue your goal. Don't look at the outcome. Look at the process. Refer to my story, my journey. I had no idea I was going to be a freaking coach. I just thought I was going to be a bodybuilder. But because I was loving working out and just trying to get another inch on my arm, which took freaking years, here I am, a coach, and I love it. I love seeing the impact and the difference I'm having in everyone's lives. It really means a lot to me. It's not going to end there. Okay, I know I'm a coach now. Who knows where I'll end up, but I'm still going. And again, this to me, success is a form of energy. So to recap, at least to just wrap things up, I want to say to just be very careful with who you follow in terms of like your successor, your success, your idols, your role models, the people you really place so much heart and attention to, because they had their own journey, they have their own story, they have their own timeline, their own energy source. So keep that in mind. Your attention is very limited. Place all of that attention, if you can, on yourself and in your development. And if you want to look up to someone, that's by all means, that's awesome, that's great. As long as they're supportive or facilitating your growth and your development. But I only say to be careful because, again, it could mislead you into a different path. You just want to use it as a reference point and say, wow, one day I'd like to be there, but not that's it, that's all I want. You have to embrace the journey and that process that molds you, that develops you into becoming the person that you were meant to be. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching and hearing me out with my reflections. If you have any questions, comments, or if found a strong maybe takeaway, or perhaps would like to see something different in future videos, please comment below. Leave me a message. Just let me know, what your thoughts are, and definitely we'll get back to you on that. But that's it. Yeah. So till next time, I'll see you all in the next video.